Welcome back to BrainFLoTv. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get into some conversation. I saw an embarrassing ass conversation 2 days ago with Claressa Shields on an interview, and it is embarrassing as you know what. My question is, why is it always the black women who are pressing Claressa Shields about Remy Ma and Papoose relationship, which we all know to be a long time gone, done, over with relationship as far as the union goes? They've both come out to say to the public that the relationship is over with. It's no secret. They both said Remy Ma accused Papoose of whatever the fuck she accused him of. Papoose accused Remy Ma of cheating while they were together. Either way, the relationship's been done. They both moved on publicly. Remy Ma jumped out with somebody, showing people that she was dating somebody, right? Easy the Block Captain or something like that. He looked like a knockoff Papoose to me, but that's who Remy Ma jumped out with. I don't know who she's with now, but she obviously has moved on. And Papoose, I think he hit the jackpot with Claressa Shields. I think a lot of black women especially are in their feelings because Papoose is what, 40-something years old. Claressa Shields has her own winnings. He didn't go from Remy Ma, who is a star in her own right, to somebody who nobody knows. He went from Remy Ma to a superstar, which is Claressa Shields. She's dangerous with them hands. And I want to ask a question, right? How come every time she does interviews where it's black people doing these interviews, the conversation gets so low vibrational? You know, I've never seen a black woman interview Claressa Shields and say stuff like this. Claressa Shields is a historic combat sports legend. She holding key accolades including 2 Olympic gold medals, undisputed status in 3 weight divisions, and multiple world championships across weight classes. That by itself. I never see black women praise her. I never see black women uphold and uplift her. I never hear them in these interviews mention, here's some stuff about Claressa Shields, fam. She's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 2012 London, 2016 Rio. She became the first American boxer, male or female, to win consecutive Olympic gold medals. You heard that? She is the first American woman to win an Olympic gold medal in boxing. 2-time AIBA Women's World Amateur Champion, 2014-2016. Pan American Games World Medalist, 2015. Staggering amateur record, 77 wins with only 1 loss. And her professional boxing accolades goes like this. The only fighter in history, male or female, to be the undisputed champion in 3 different weight divisions, including the 4-belt era. Undisputed heavyweight champion and the first female undisputed heavyweight champion. Former unified and undisputed champion across other elite divisions, including middleweight and junior weight and now heavyweight. She's also been inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame. And those are just some of her accomplishments. This woman's accomplishments in her sports is so impressive. Her life story is so impressive. You ever heard them say, pull yourself up by the bootstraps? Claressa Shields more than pulled herself up by the bootstraps, or she did exactly that. She pulled herself up by the bootstraps. She became super successful in life. And all black women want to talk about is, why you dating somebody's husband? When you gonna give Papoose back to Remy Ma? Why did you take away somebody's husband? Like, you can't take anybody away from anybody. Grown ass adults go where they want to go and be with who they want to be with. They don't need to sign a consent form. Even when they're married, people fucking change and decide they want to be with somebody else, right? So how come black women are not up in, if anybody that I would want my daughter to be emulating, to be copying, it would definitely be Claressa Shields. Be like Claressa Shields, baby. That's what I would tell my daughter. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Don't make no excuses for why you cannot become successful. Rumble in the fucking jungle. Go hard in life. Don't complain about getting punched in the face. Punch back. If anybody you want your daughter to be like, it would be a Claressa Shields. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Claressa Shields, if she was a Caucasian female, she would be all over mainstream media. And I'm talking about the Good Morning Americas. I'm talking about all the streaming shows from CNN, Fox, MSNBC. All the big brands would be running to her with those multi-million-dollar, $50, $100 million checks to endorse their products. I'm talking the Nikes and all the other big brands. Somebody would have bought her out already for her to be exclusively signed to them. But she's a black woman. And because she's a black woman, it doesn't go like how it goes for white women. If y'all think I'm lying, there was a tennis player called Sharapova. Go look up Sharapova and remember how Sharapova was in tennis. At the same time, you had Serena and Venus while Sharapova was doing her thing in tennis. She wasn't no match for Serena and Venus. Matter of fact, she wasn't no match for Venus. However, she was the one with the multi-million, 100 million deals and all these other modeling deals, brand deals, this deal, speaking engagement deals, all these deals on all these shows. While Serena had to take second, third, whatever they decided to throw her way. But you know, God is good, and it worked out to where history will have it recorded that Serena is the greatest woman tennis player of all time. Of all time. So they could take what they want to take from you, but they still can't take your true glory. You know what I mean? They could take the brand deals. They could deny you all these engagements, all these platforms, but you build your own. And Serena did just that. Speaking of, just saying, with Claressa Shields, the embarrassing argument that happened the other day, Claressa Shields was on an interview, right? Once again, responding to the allegations that she had an affair with Papoose during her marriage, his marriage to Remy Ma the rapper. The two-time Olympic gold medalist appeared on Atlanta Street's 94.5 FM show, The Street's Morning Takeover, on Thursday, July 30th. Y'all can go watch the episode. This is where it got really uncomfortable for me to watch. And then I thought, this shit is so ratchet. She was questioned about the relationship with the Brooklyn rapper Papoose. So the conversation became tense when the co-host, Miss Shaneka, asked around the 8-minute mark of the video, how much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Now I understand, I know what it takes to go viral, right? And people like salacious content. So if you come out all the time just saying all the great things that Claressa Shields has accomplished, I understand that the demographic, the audience that they cater to, they're not that bright, as in they want to be entertained by intelligence. So, or they want to love on their people who have accomplished great things. They prefer being in the mud. They prefer the mess. So that's what sells. Kind of like trying to sell a car, but you got to put a sexy woman next to the car to grab everybody's attention. Sex sells. Salacious stories about cheating, affairs, and all this other stuff sells. But why are y'all letting this outshine her greatness, her accolades, the stuff that she really has accomplished in this lifetime that no other black woman or woman, period, and in some cases, women or man has accomplished? Why are y'all letting the small bullshit overshadow that? Because that's what people go away talking about. They don't go away talking about, so when you about to box again? I gotta see her box. When's your next fight? Where is it gonna be? How does it feel being inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame in that place? Like, what was it like growing up? And when did you realize you were gonna become a boxer? And was it hard? Nobody asking her these questions. They keep asking her about, so, how much longer are you gonna keep having an affair with somebody's husband? How much longer are you gonna keep dating somebody's husband? How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? You know, first of all, if they had a white woman on there, they would have never asked her that kind of question. If they had a white woman on there who had Claressa Shields' accolades, they probably couldn't even afford her on that show. Claressa fired back. She said, well, pause, because that's not somebody's husband. Papoose filed for divorce, and y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there. When are y'all gonna get it through your thick head? Papoose and Remy Ma made it clear to the public already they're not together. The divorce is filed, it's in the workings, it's doing its thing. Why do these mother effers always come with some bullshit? When they see Remy Ma with whatever man she wants to be with, you know what they say? And these are the same women talking out both sides of their mouths, right? When they see Remy Ma with somebody, they'll go off and say shit like this. Well, she's not in a relationship anymore. Papoose filed for a divorce, so she has a right to move on. Leave her alone. Let that woman live her life. Then when they see Papoose with Claressa Shields, why you with Remy Ma's husband? So which one is it? Which one is it? Because if y'all keep coming at Remy Ma, I mean not Remy Ma, but if y'all keep coming at Claressa Shields in this manner, every time you see her with Papoose, you asking about Remy and referring to him as Remy's husband. If y'all keep coming at her like this, then y'all need to split justice how justice needs to be split, fam. Y'all need to be going at Remy Ma the same way. You somebody's wife. Why you out here with another man? Ain't you still married to Papoose? That's what y'all supposed to be doing if that's the case, right? Y'all wild for this. Y'all are wild for this. And I hate seeing Claressa Shields having to defend herself every friggin' time she sits down on one of these platforms with one of y'all. I hate seeing it. Because y'all never talk about her greatness. You keep talking about some messy shit. I hate seeing it. Let me end this video like this. The only females I see that are worried about Papoose and Remy Ma's marriage that's done and are so pressed about Claressa Shields being with Papoose are some raggedy ass underachievers who hold resentment because Claressa is young, because Claressa is dangerous with the hands. You can't whoop her. She gonna whoop your ass. 99.9% of them who's out there talking. She even had an open audition like any female walk-in off the street, since y'all talking so much shit on social media. She can't box you in real life out in the street barefisted unless she's trying to defend herself because you have attacked her. So she invited y'all into the ring. Since you talking so much mess on social media, come on down to the gym, put the gloves on, whoop my ass. And none of y'all have done it so far. So shut the up and leave that woman alone and let that woman do what she does with her personal life as well as with her professional life. You know what I'm saying? They mad as hell because they hate to see a man. Papoose looked like he was depressed as shit when he was with Remy Ma. Now he looks fired up. I would even say he got a second wind when he caught relationship with Claressa Shields. She keeps him looking young. Papoose does not look his age. You could tell he's well loved and well respected in his relationship. Hell, to have a female who is that much accomplished in boxing, lethal with her hands, and she gets on camera and they're black women again trying to put her down. Oh, she looked like, they call her a man name. She ain't Claressa, her name Charles. That's a man right there. I bet she could whoop Papoose ass. Claressa got on camera and she said, listen, I might be tough in the ring, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to this boxing stuff, I might be a bully at it, but that's what is required for me to accomplish the levels that I'm accomplishing. But make no mistake about it, in my relationship, Pap is the man. Papoose is the man. I listen to my man. What my man says goes. Yes, I give him my opinion on things, but I allow him to lead, and I respect his decision after we're done discussing stuff, whichever way he decides we're about to take this. It's not like he ignores everything I say. He takes everything I say into consideration. I speak, I say my piece, but I know to allow him to lead. He ain't leading us nowhere bad. He's all in this relationship, and I see it, I feel it, I know it. They got mad as shit when she said that. You know why? Because most of them out there have been through many relationships where they have chased good men away. They lack communication skills. They won't allow a man to lead. They think they're supposed to wear pants because they got a vagina and a dick. They act like they got a beard coming in that they got to shave every couple of days just so you don't see it and put makeup all over it, because they are women, or women who act like men. To see a woman who is so tough in the ring become so soft to a man, it irks their damn nerves. And this is why they hate the shit out of Claressa Shields and Papoose relationship. They also hate Claressa Shields and Papoose relationship because most of them are like the version of Remy Ma that has been painted throughout this relationship. She was the cheater, the initiator, the person who broke up her own relationship, her own marriage. That's what most of them are out there. Never talk to one of these women and you ask her, what happened in your last relationship? How did it end? Every one of these women that I've spoken to about how did your last relationship end, it's always blamed on the man. I've never met a woman who said, you know, I messed up. I slipped. I was doing stupid things. I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care if he was happy or not. I never made effort to reconcile whenever we had any problems. Shit, I never ever asked if he was okay. I cheated. I shoved him away. I ended our relationship. You never hear them say that. It's always the man's fault and they moved on and they moved on. And those are the women that keep moving on and moving on and moving on. Women who are happy in their marriage and they allow their husband to lead or their man partner to lead, they don't even take part in these weak ass type of conversations. They scroll past these weak ass type of conversations because she knows it's not her place, her position to be out here flexing like she is the man and he wears the panties and she says what goes and he licks her fucking boot heel and follows, come here puppy, come here puppy. And that's what most of these women are mad about. They're mad that Claressa Shields is so tough in the ring, her persona in boxing, yet she is so soft in a man's hands. And they hate to see a man happy and a man win. They loved it when Remy Ma was getting on social media and talking all this extra shit about Papoose, right? Blowing it out the water, embarrassing that man, saying all kinds of accusations and stuff. Listen, I wasn't in their relationship. So if Papoose said one thing and Remy Ma said another thing, I'm not the one that's going to be in the middle saying he lying or she lying and he's telling the truth, or he's lying and she's telling the truth. I don't give a damn. That's both of them. Love went sour. People start saying all kinds of shit to save face. Nobody is ever going to make themselves look guilty in front of the world, I guess, right? Unless you're a really honest person. My thing is, man, leave Claressa Shields the fuck alone. If y'all are not going to actually talk about her accolades, the great things she's accomplished, and then have her praised and elevated for that, y'all would rather have y'all daughter be Young Miami. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Where my boostin' boost something trapping niggas at. That kind of stuff. That's who y'all would rather y'all children, y'all females, to emulate and to follow and to mimic and to become, than for her to be a Remy Ma. I said it in the beginning. Not a Remy Ma, but a Claressa Shields. Said it in the beginning. I'll say it again. If I had to choose my daughter, I would want my daughter to be something like a Claressa Shields. For sure. She's a winner. She's a winner. And she needs to be respected as such. And stop with these lame ass interviews talking about, so when you gonna stop dating somebody's husband? When are you gonna end the relationship with somebody's husband? Get over it. Get over it. Remy Ma got over it and got under some other man already. Let that woman live. I'm gonna leave it right here. Leave y'all conversations in your comments in the comment section below. And I'll catch you on the next video. It's BrainFLoTv. I'm out. Peace.
Felt to the pressure of the outside. Come to me. Let me help you revive. Let me guide you to revive the light. Let me guide you to revive the light. 'Cause there ain't no way. Feel like taking over. 'Cause there ain't no way. No way. Felt to the pressure of the outside. Come to me. Let me help you. 'Cause I just can't stay here. Stop.